Welcome to College Dropouts. This is a bonus ep.
This is also like maybe the least organized we've been for a
Yeah.
video.
Well, because it's kind of like an awkward thing, because the series ended Thursday,
Yeah.
and this video is going up Saturday. And so it's like, it's kind of weird to start a new series.
Midweek.
Like, yeah. So, kind of get this out, a little fun fact as we start this. So after the end of episode 19, the end was so rushed because we were like, we can kind of keep going maybe. And we tried. And so this is phase 2 of Rex, right after Deep Throat got killed. And
editing Kyle's gonna have a lot of fun with this one.
well,
This is
Alright.
missile.
I know you want to know how I got in this
So
position.
yeah, we're
Everybody
currently.
who's tabbed out or watching in the background.
You
I need
get
to tap
four
back in. Just
voices.
I need your attention for 20 seconds, okay? So that on the very far right of your screen, flashing white, that's a missile.
That's a missile heading
Not my
directly to
strongest
my dome.
attempts.
As soon as he empties out this menu,
I'm
and
dead.
he's so dead.
Godspeed, soldiers.
May he's
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
die. And what you'll soon see is the reason why this is a bonus episode. Because I figured we die in phase 2. It's gonna start in phase 2.
Turns out, games released
Oh.
before.
Okay, we'll be back.
Yeah, and that's when we kind of decided in our minds to like, oh, we'll just fucking cut this
Yeah.
and get back.
Games before the PlayStation 2 didn't have checkpoints.
Yeah, well, this one has checkpoints. It's
Just-
just like at weird points.
Yeah. They were still figuring it out.
But we beat Metal Gear.
You did beat Metal
Yeah.
Gear.
Um,
I guess I technically played for 20 seconds
Yeah.
that I am pretty sure got cut out.
no, but there's one part in the video that's
Ah.
in there.
Okay.
But yeah, we beat Metal Gear. We kind of talked a little bit about it at the end, but we mainly talked about it because episode 20 ends Resident Reveal. And then we talk a little bit more after that. But
That got cut.
yeah, got cut. I kind of wanted to just talk a little bit more about the game. Because I thought it was really neat. I was frustrated at a lot of points playing it. Like this. That missile going over, I was pissed at. And it happened multiple times in this fight.
Oh, I mean, it's kind of a weird fight as
Yeah.
well. I noticed that in the very first half of the game, I want to say until like episode 10, we maybe throw one shaft grenade.
No, it's a few.
It's a couple. Okay.
Well, because the Gray Fox fight,
Oh,
I threw a decent amount.
Yeah.
I did go through and tally up. We do have some fun stats at the end of this video. Stick around, and we'll go over a little review. But yeah, also fun. This is just kind of like behind the scenes, just a chill video. It's not
Yeah.
gonna be very long. Fun fact about this fight: chaff grenade not needed at all.
really?
Yeah,
That's so funny.
it's because I discover it that the missiles have like a minimum range, and so like if I'm close
Oh.
enough, then the missiles can't hit me.
Right. I
And
forgot
then
about that.
also the laser, like you just move away. Don't move close. Don't move sideways. Just move directly away.
Okay.
And then the turret fire, you just move horizontal. Just perpendicular to whatever direction it's firing. And then you don't need grenades at all, or anything like this stupid bullshit that I did that extended the fight by
30 minutes?
yeah. I was watching the speed run of this before this, and this fight, as soon as like he comes up, he just grabs Stinger, doesn't even lock on, and just spams missiles, and then wins.
That's very funny.
Yeah.
It did feel correct. minus the having to spam chaff grenades. I definitely assumed that maybe this wasn't the intended solution, but they give you more chaff grenades in here.
Yeah.
So I figured, like, oh, it definitely has some impact on the fight. And it definitely does. I mean, we can tell it stops the Rex from being able to rotate very well, and it also makes the missiles, like, just lose their ability to track.
Yeah, that's the main thing. This is before we thought of save states.
Yeah.
Which, also fun fact about that, come up with the idea of save state immediately after I win.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I just need that cushion. I don't need to use it, I just need it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there's a lot in this game going on. And, like, because I rewatched most of the series to get stats. And it was, like, a fun time. Because there's that moment after the DARPA chief dies, it flashes to, like, the interrogation room. And it's Liquid's like, damn it, Revolver, you fucking killed him again. And he's like, I'm sorry. And they're talking about the DARPA chief. And, like, it kind of alludes to, like, oh, that DARPA chief that died in front of you isn't the real one.
Yeah. And it's supposed to be that Octopus was in front of you dead.
Yeah, and there's a lot of, like... I did miss a decent amount in this game by not calling anyone on the codec. But I also just didn't care to listen to 5 minutes of conversation.
There's so much about this game that I love, but there's also so much of it is just like a drag.
Yeah.
And I love storytelling as much as the next guy, but I've always been like a show me, don't tell me.
Yeah. Which, like, unfortunately, like, with older games like this, it kind of is, you kind of have to tell because there's not
crazy,
a lot.
Man.
Oh, you should just make a save state
Oh yeah.
idea in my head.
Because, like, fucking...
Yeah.
Because, like, it's hard to show sometimes.
Oh, and I get it. And I mean, if they were gonna try to show, the game would have been fucking 600 years longer.
But, like, there's a lot of fun, like, bits and, like, secrets in that. And they're, like, in the codec, because, like, you can kind of see, I don't remember how exactly, but at some point if you call, Master, like, Liquid, like, he'll say something, and then Snake will be like, how the fuck do you know that? And then he's just silent.
Yeah.
And, like, there's a lot of points where, like, people slip. Like, even, Naomi, she slips a few times early on that, like, oh, she knows more than she's letting on for sure, and, like, not telling the full story.
I definitely think that even if we did get some of that, I would have just chalked it up to, oh, everybody knows more,
Yeah.
and we are just gonna die here anyway.
That's fair.
Which I kind of had it pegged from the jarring frame of all white.
Yeah.
I kind of had it figured out from, like, the beginning of the game that, like, we were sitting here as not necessarily a scapegoat, but like a sacrificial lamb.
Yeah.
I just didn't know who sent us.
That's fair. I think, like, that's pretty obvious from early on in the game that, like,
Yeah.
you aren't meant to. And I assume that's something with most of the the Metal Gear, the Solid Snake games, cool.
Yeah.
The Metal Gear games where it's like, yeah, you're supposed to die, but, like, you don't because you're goated and cracked on it, and then,
Doing tricks on it.
but
Yeah.
I think there's a lot in this game that is interesting, like, the messaging wise, because it is, like, very nuclear heavy, very technology, and, like, mutually assured destruction, like, concepts of that, and things being tailored to destroy, almost like with, like, the Les enfants terribles,
Yeah.
where it's like they're meant to just be like destroyers and killers. And there's a lot that like I'm sure there's hour-long video essays about
Yeah.
this one game and the threat of the nuclear age, but I may watch them at some point. Right now, I don't care enough. Yeah. No, I know there's some like some fun things. They show Meryl in her underwear a few times. If you're
Yeah, like
stealthy
twice.
enough.
Here's where we go ahead and
Save state,
slap
yeah.
a save state down just to be sure.
And then this is pretty much the end of this video. There was one more thing about the codec. You can just like lose the ability to save because you can call Mei Ling 6 times and not save, and on the 6th time she'll just not give you the option to save. She'll just like stick her tongue out at you.
That's very funny.
But yeah. And as we get here, that's where that bonus episode ended, and episode 20, the final episode, started.
Yeah.
And yeah, any final thoughts on Metal Gear before we get into the fun stats?
So I'm very excited to continue going on this adventure with you as we continue to play more Metal Gear games in the future.
I think at some point we're just gonna get through all of them.
Yeah. We didn't necessarily intend on playing all of them.
I want to now.
I kind of want to now. As far as this game itself, it shows its age. But also, I'm not gonna lie to you, it had its charm.
Oh yeah.
I had a very fun time sitting there watching you just struggle with the menu.
Yeah.
And
It definitely was like a little bit of a fighter.
just watching you lay down instead of shooting, or how terrible the PSG controls without diazepam.
I was cracked on it though.
You were kind of cooking, I'm not gonna lie. It definitely looked like it controlled like old flight sims.
Oh, it does.
So, it's definitely crazy.
Yeah. But we got more and better things coming, probably, hopefully. Hopefully this isn't peak.
Dude, if this is peak.
That'd be funny.
Nah, MGS2 is gonna be peak.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that, by the way.
I know, I've been spoiled some, willingly almost. Spoilers don't really affect me personally. I still really enjoy media when I know about it.
Yeah.
But,
It's been so hard trying to avoid Persona 3 spoilers, dude. It's been rough.
But yeah, I'm excited for you to discover some of the shit in Metal Gear 2.
I know it's gonna be fucking crazy.
It will be. Because there's gonna be one thing like early on that you're like, what the fuck?
Absolutely. I hope.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the stat sheet.
So, yeah, we got stats. So the first 5 we got given to by the game right after episode 20 ended. It faded into stats. Showed time played, game overs, time spotted, enemies killed, and rations used. And then the rest are fun stats that I thought would be fun to collect. And our friend Zach helped us out.
Shout out Zach.
Yeah, shout out Zach, real one. And,
actual homie.
So we got chaff grenades thrown, swears before 1 minute, galaxy gas mentions, times we go liquid. And then there's one Frieza, 1 or 2 somewhere in there. Then we have the snake, and then Colonel.
Yeah.
Anytime emulator is mentioned, or shown.
Whoops.
And then times strip naked, times we, the host, strip naked.
I could have swore that this stat was going to involve the amount of times we were stripped naked in game.
Nope. No, it's times we strip naked and mentioned it.
Ah. Got it.
All right, so I know you saw the first fight. It's been a while, but let's get a chaff grenades thrown. What do you think?
Dude, easy like 80.
Easy 80.
I think we easily threw 80 chaff grenades.
Okay.
Swears before 1 minute. If we're excluding the recaps before the
Yeah,
episode,
excluding recaps.
it's probably like 15. I'm sure that there are episodes where we didn't, and I'm sure that
There
there's
was a good stretch of episodes we didn't.
a couple that we did like 3 in a row. Galaxy Gas mentions is I'm saddened that that is able to be a stat. Probably like 3 or 4. The amount of times we said liquid is probably way too fucking high.
Who's the fucking main villain?
Liquid. Probably in like the 30s.
Mhm.
Snake. I'm sure that's also 30 or 40. Colonel probably like 10, 15. Emulator probably got brought up about 10 times. And then I'm trying to remember how many times in the studio we had no pants on. I want to say probably twice.
Mhm.
But we also would record this immediately after Persona. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna stick with 2, I think.
So fun fact about Time Strip Naked. I was pretty sure I knew this.
Oh yeah?
And I had a number in my head. And I was pretty sure I was right. And when I was going through, because Zach helped out with episodes 10 through 16.
Yeah.
I watched the rest through. In my watches, 0 mentions.
Oh.
So
Wow.
every single time is in between episodes 10 to 16.
That was like 2 recording sessions.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
All right.
let's go and see how accurate you were.
All right. Wow, you really put in a
put
lot
a
of
little
dead
bit,
air.
little buffer. Did I press play? Yeah, I did.
We're professionals.
I didn't
trust.
think I put that much buffer. All right, there we
Wow.
go. All right, so we'll go. Yeah, just pause on this.
Wow. Okay, so
All right, so time played 10 hours 46 minutes 3 seconds as expected. Game average 10 hour to beat.
yeah. 60 game overs. Is,
60 game over is a little embarrassing.
that number seems shockingly high.
Yeah. 47 times spotted makes sense.
Yeah.
112 enemies killed, fair.
Solid. 116 rations used is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
99 shaft grenades.
You know, fun fact about that? That is an inaccurate measure. Because it is more than 99. There were some parts of episodes that got cut out that I wasn't able to review,
Oh.
and Zach wasn't able to review. And so it is higher than 100.
That's crazy.
But our estimate... about
around
99.
100.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Swears before 1 minute.
27. Oh,
There was like a span of 3 episodes where we had like
4, 5.
3, 4, 3.
Ooh, ouch. Galaxy Gas mentions at 3.
Which, fun fact about that one also, I joke, I think it's episode 7 about you, when you mention Galaxy Gas, I say, I think that's the 3rd time, and it was.
Wow. And then we never mentioned it
And
again.
never mentioned it again.
Good. We learned. 1 Frieza.
One Frieza, that
28
was,
liquids.
so Zach got the Frieza, and he said he included it because we said it the same way we said liquid. And that's why he wrote it down. And he separated it. And I was like, that's funny enough to include.
Solid.
So we got 1 Frieza in there. 28 liquids.
Okay. We didn't say snake as much as I thought we did.
22.5 Colonel.
Okay, where's the 0.5?
So there's one point, I think it was the bonus. There's either bonus or 20, where like you start going Kurt, and then you just stop. like you're clearly saying Colonel in the way, and you just stop.
Whoops.
So I was like,
19 emulator mentions?
19 emulator mentions. Well, because you got to think, anytime controller got disconnected,
Oh, right.
and also Psycho Mantis fight,
I forgot. Oh, yeah, the Psycho Mantis fight.
and
We did kind of have to pull back.
mentioning Xbox or PS4 controller,
Yeah.
and then, yeah.
And
Three
then only 3 times getting naked with
I thought
one
it was
another.
2.
I could have swore it was 2.
I don't know where the
Thinking about
third one is, but I trust Zach.
I'm sure we did.
Yeah. But yeah. It's been
Only a little surprised.
it's been a good playthrough. Don't expect these stats every game.
Oh, dude, Persona would actually be impossible
Yeah.
with how long that fucking
You would
game
need
is.
an army.
I would need a Hulk.
Yeah.
No, it would be fucking. It would be a nightmare
No,
to try to go through all that.
no. I just thought this would be fun because
Yeah.
in the episode you mentioned can't wait to see how many Jeff grenades thrown, how many times blinded self. I didn't do that one.
It's probably only like 3 times.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been a good game. Tune in Monday for Stray.
Yeah, we're playing Stray next. A nice chill puzzle
A
game.
nice, chill, shorter game. And then we'll go from there. And Persona as continued as expected. Welcome to my desktop.
Windows 11 moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, we there's gonna. I don't know if this is going up on the 11th.
Yeah.
Okay. The next Persona episode is going to be a little bit different. The one on the 12th.
We got a little boner weekend.
Yeah, we're just, life's happening, man.
Yeah.
Also, hopefully the acoustics aren't terribly different and this isn't jarring,
Oh, yeah.
because we are just not where we normally record.
Yeah. It's alright,
So-
man.
Oh well.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching along and joining us, and hope you continue
Yeah.
in whatever we do next.
I can't wait to see you guys there.
All right. Bye-bye.
Later.